Batwoman Season 1, Episode 9, titled Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. And I did find this episode be a bit of setup, like, heavily on setup. And knowing the story of this episode, there's a part of me that believes next episode, tomorrow's episode of Crisis, is going to be more setup and have part 4 and 5 be the big epic, oh my god, like geek atom that we were kind of promised that we were going to have. Because the plot is simply this: Mother tells Clark, Lois, and Iris to travel around the multiverse to find a Superman who has lost more than that a man could ever experience, right? Which, hint is the Brown Ralph version of Superman, which I would say is awesome. Him showing up as Superman is awesome. I have a big smile on his face. And having, like, I don't know, maybe because of the Superman 3 reference about him finding a clone of himself, or it's because they play the John Williams theme, you know, connected to his Superman, because, you know, once he plays Superman Returns. In my head, I'm thinking, is it Earth 97, is that in continuity with the Christopher Reeve Superman films and Superman Returns, with the events of Kingdom Come happening? Because if you don't know that, there's a part I do believe so. I do believe, yes, it's the actor, yes, the theme plays, and yes, they reference Superman 3. I do believe it is the same Superman from Superman Returns and the events that happen in Superman 1, 2, 3, and Quest for Peace. Sadly, Quest for Peace. I believe that one. I think so. And the events of Kingdom Come is straight from the comics of why there's no Lois, why there's no Jimmy, why is there no Perry. It's simply the Joker got jealous that you were putting more. Normally I can do a Joker voice, but he's like, you're more focused on the boy stuff. Why don't you focus on me, the Clown Prince of Crime? Like, why? And the action scene of Brandon Ralph Superman fighting the Tyre Heckler Superman. Whoo! I was like, for Crisis and for a CW level, good job. The second thing that gave me a little bit of gigginess is Kevin Conroy playing as Batman. He's playing Bruce Wayne. And Kate and Kara go to Earth 99. And I will say this: Kevin Conroy, who has been voicing Batman since 92 from Batman the Animated Series, and of course he has voiced he's the Batman in the Arkham games, he's been the Batman he's been voicing Batman in a lot of DC animated movies and TV shows. It's a different take on the character. It's a different take of Bruce. It's a different take. And knowing, like, okay, it's a darker take. Bruce kills Superman, which I was like, okay. And then he starts quoting Dark Knight Returns with the whole thing of, the world only makes sense if you force it to. I'm like, this is basically the Snyder version. It is BBS. But if BBS, Batman killed Supes. And, like, it's different, and it's one of those versions of the character that you're like, I don't know what to think, really. I have no idea what to think. Really, I'm still processing it, because it's such a very odd thing. I was like, I was like, really, like, okay, don't know what to We go to Earth 167, which is the Smallville Earth, where we see Tom Welling coming, uprising his war with Clark Kent from the Smallville TV show. And I won't lie, me who didn't watch Smallville, I would say this: watching it, I'm like, if I was a fan of the show, of the Smallville show, I think I would be happy. I think I would be very happy. It's like 5 minutes. But it's good. It's really good. Yeah, I think you guys, all you Smallville fans, are going to have a good smile on their face. John Cryer shows up as Lex Luthor, which is, once again, I think the best Lex Luthor we have ever got given. I won't lie. The moment that I was a little bit like, come on. Really? This is Barry, Constantine, Sarah, and Mina trying to find a Lazarus pit to bring Oliver back. And I'm like, if you do that, which I did, you'll just sweep away any sort of emotion that you had last night, yesterday, from part 1. Yes, it's not the it's a lot of stuff, minus all the Superman stuff. It's kind of, this is the episode where I'm like, I don't know what to think, and maybe in part 3, and maybe part 4, and part 5, it will make sense. But like now, I don't know what to think. I just don't know what to